Greetings from SN Kazi, and I hope you are doing great today. So today we'll be talking about how you can save money by paying yourself first. I'll also be talking about ways you can use to save money and not overshoot on your expenses, and also how you can double and triple your money over a period of 5, 10, 15 years, 20 years without any risk. Paying yourself means that you need to reduce 10% from your paycheck, from the amount of earning you're getting from your business, and then put it aside. Set up a separate account. At the end of this video, I'll be showing you the exact steps how you're going to do this. So if you're not comfortable with 10%, maybe you can start with 5%, and then you can go to 10%, and then as you start earning more, you need to set up 10% as an automatic deduction. So before spending on any of your expenses, before doing any of your financial transactions for that month, you need to separate that amount. Many people make this mistake that if I have to meet my expenses, and if I can save some money, then I'll put it in the bank. That's not the way. You need to deduct that money right from the start and put it in a separate account. Number 2, get into the habit of recording your expenses. So record all your expenses on a notebook, or maybe on your app or on your mobile phone, so that you can transfer them, that how much you're spending on different activities, how much you're allocating in terms of money to your important activities, and how much you're wasting. So by setting up a habit of recording your expenses, you can be on the way to success. By following a budget your expenses. So if you're earning let's say an X amount, so you need to make a budget that I'm going to spend this much on my utilities, this much on my expenses, this much on my personal development, this much on this thing. So by setting up that budget, you should follow that and have discipline to follow that, so that you can start reaching your goals easily. Also look for ways to save money. Where can you cut your expenses? Can you reduce your electricity bill? Can you reduce your fuel consumption? Can you reduce expenses you make on eating, etc., etc.? But don't compromise on your standard of living. But those expenses which you could really avoid. So one example is the people, once they get the paycheck, they start going for shopping. Especially ladies, they go for shopping and they just instinctively buy the most expensive dress or the most expensive thing that they can lay their hands on. So get out of this habit. Leave this habit of spending instinctively. Rather, carry out a survey. Go to 2 or 3 shops and find how much this item is selling for, and try to get the best deal. If you can get a sale on that item, if you can maybe drive to another place, go to another place, if you can get that cheaper. So look for options as well. Don't buy instinctively, and don't spend all your money on wasteful activities. Decide on your long-term priorities. What are your long-term priorities? Where do you want to get at? What are you aiming at? What are your big goals that you want to achieve? And set aside small chunks of money aside for that. Your saving plan should be followed each and every month. So many people make the mistake that maybe I'll start saving from next month, or maybe let me just finish my expenses, then I can put money aside. So that's not the way. Once you get your paycheck, once you get your business income, you need to separate the amount, 10% of that amount, and start living on the 90%. And once you're in the habit of spending 90% and putting 10% aside, once your income increases, so maybe you can spare 15 and 20% of your income, and you can set that money aside. And the most important thing is where to put the saved money, and how can you invest that money so that it will grow over a period of time to 200, 300% over a period of time. Let me show you how it's done and how you can easily do it without any risk. The method that I'm going to talk about is safe and secure, and anybody can use this method because it doesn't really depend upon how much you're earning. So if you are earning, let's say, a small amount, your paycheck is small, you can use this method. But even if you're earning a large paycheck, even if you're earning a lot of income, from your business or from your job, you're a professional, you can use this method to grow your income over time. So it's easy to execute, and it is a guarantee. There's happy retirement in the end, and there's no risk, and the return is quite substantial. So how does pay yourself work? So once you get your paycheck at the beginning of the month, just deduct 10% of paycheck and put it in a separate bank. The account has to be separate. It has to be a different account than the account you're using. If you only have one account, you need to open another account and then put the savings in that account. Once you have substantial savings set aside, then you need to have an investment plan. And investment plans can be offered by your banker, by insurance companies, for example State Life, Takaful, etc., and other insurance companies. They give substantial return. So you should deposit money in that bank and then deposit the premium yearly or whatever is the frequency of that scheme. So if you look at the graphic, we have checks. If you have a number of income, if you have a number of sources of income, or maybe it's a single check that you only get the salary, then it comes into your personal account. Then you deduct 10% of that amount, and that amount goes to your investment account. So these accounts are separate. This is the key factor in all of this. Many people try and save money in the same account, and that does not work for them. Okay, so the investment account, you're not supposed to use money from this account. This is the investment you're going to make, and it can be in the form of insurance in Takaful, etc., State Life, or whatever investment scheme you like. Okay, and the rest of the expenses, the 90%, you're going to utilize for your expenses, for your day-to-day routine, etc. So in this slide, the secure savings plan. So we have the years. So it goes from the first year to the 10th year, and yearly this person is making 300,000. So that's about 25,000 Pakistani rupees. Okay, and he is going to invest only 10% of that amount is in that yearly amount. So he is going to invest 30,000 in the first year, and then in the second year 33,000, 36,000, 40,000. So he's having a 10% increase in his income, okay, yearly income, and also he's making the investment, so he's increasing the investment by the same proportion. This is the plan he's going to follow for the first 10 years. From year 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, so because he has more experience and he's grown in his, so I've increased by his income by 10%, but he could maybe make more investment. Maybe he is comfortable, and maybe he can invest maybe 15% or 20% of his paycheck of what he's earning, and then in the 20th year, so it's quite a substantial amount of 180,000 rupees. So that's a lot of money. And this is and now let me show you how much is the return on such an investment plan. So this is a typical yearly return for such investment schemes, which are guaranteed by the government. Don't go for those small investment schemes. This is backed by, it should be actually a company, a registered company, okay, maybe like a state-owned company or a private limited company, or something which has some solid banking. So such companies, after 5 years, they'll give you a return of about 75% appreciation in your capital, okay, and after 10 years it's normally 150%, and in 20 years time there's a substantial return of about 300%, and they give you extra premiums as well. So that's quite a big jump, and just see that what you started off with is just 10%, and you could be having about 4 or 5 million rupees after 20 years, maybe even more than that if you set up set that up in a proper way. But the important thing here is to have financial discipline and not to touch this money and let it grow over time, so that you can accumulate assets. You can buy real estate, or maybe you can just live off this money and you can live your life happily. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a short example of how you could accumulate money in your early 20s, you could accumulate a lot of money by the time you retire, so that you have enough savings set aside and you don't face the hardships of old age. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like and comment on the video. Thank you very much. Take care and all the best.